Welcome to News Channel 8. I'm Junior Garcia. Here are some stories we have for you tonight. A man robbed and shot in front of a Head Start center. War of words between the Senate president and the governor. And Bogle has your entertainment report. These stories and more up next on News Channel 8. In our top story, police on St. Croix are investigating a robbery that occurred in front of Estate Williams Delight Head Start Center. One victim was shot at least twice. No children or Head Start employees were injured. Melody Rames has the details.
I am the Deputy Chief of Police for the St. Croix District, Arthur Hector Sr. I'm here in front of the Head Start building here in the Williams Delight area where the police was dispatched at about 08:07 this morning, reference to a robbery and shooting incident that occurred here at the Head Start. The call came in from 911 indicating that an individual was shot in the Head Start building. Police was dispatched. Police arrived on scene, and upon arriving on scene, we were able to talk with the victim, who was actually shot twice, about his body. The victim indicated that he was dropping off his child here at the Head Start when unknown individuals approached him, attempted to rob him for his chain, and upon hesitating to give them his chain, shot him and was able to take his chain. Upon being shot, the victim was able to make his way into the Head Start building where the workers or employees of the building attempted to assist him by calling police and actually giving him some first aid until the ambulance get on scene. There were a number of little kids here at the Head Start at the time of the incident, and which we were very concerned about. However, we were able to 10 kids were here at the Head Start building at the time of the incident. We were able to also get the parents here to pick up most of the kids right after the incident.
Good morning. This is Melody Rames. I'm the Virgin Islands Police Department Public Information Officer. We're here in Williams Delight in light of this tragedy that happened in front of children today. And I just want to tell the listening public that I have been in touch with the Public Information Officer for the Department of Human Services, and later today we will be issuing a joint press release which will outline some crisis counseling that the Human Services Department will be providing for the students and the teachers. Additionally, we'll be putting out some information to the parents regarding what it is that you need to do next and where your children will be going to the Head Start tomorrow and for the days after that until all of this is cleared up. Remember, anytime when you are being robbed, if you find yourself in that terrible situation, give up the chain. Don't give up your life.
In other news, after Governor John D. Young took to the radio airwaves challenging the Senate to reconsider the Hovenza vote, Senate President Sean Michael Malone responded Wednesday to the governor, and I quote, "Rather than go on air to frighten the public and blame the 30th legislature for all the territory's fiscal woes, the governor should take steps to send down a wholly legal agreement with Hovenza that protects the interests of the people of the Virgin Islands," end quote. Malone said in a statement. Well, today, Governor John D. Young responded to the Senate President Malone.
I think that whoever wrote Senator Malone's response completely misunderstood that my intention is that I would like the Senate to join me in a path that moves this territory forward. I have no intention of getting into back and forth with the Senate President over his written reaction to my radio address. I would note, however, it's mildly ironic that, again, it's a written release that they choose as a response. And the fact of the matter is that people in the Virgin Islands know full well that this is not an attempt to play a blame game by by any means, because to me this just is not a game. I have individuals in this community out there that are going without a paycheck for 2 weeks, while those in leadership are getting paid every 2 weeks. We have increases in our food stamp rolls. Our unemployment hasn't changed. What I'm asking is that for the Senate President and the leadership in the Senate to make a decision with respect to moving us forward and showing the leadership that is necessary. Now, the Senate President went through a bit of information with respect to my letter. However, I think there's a couple things that the person that wrote his release left out, which I think are extremely important with respect to what took place. Admittedly, the Senate President wrote me a letter dated August 28th, outlining the concerns of himself and those of his colleagues. What I did, and those concerns, in my opinion, was an erroneous interpretation of the agreement by his lawyers. What I tried to do is I then met with the senators, a majority of the senators, on September 3rd. I then followed up that meeting with a letter that I wrote to the Senate President for the senators dated September 6th. And I said at that time that I was willing to go back to Hovensa to clarify all the concerns that they had and to lay any of the worries that they had, and that if the senators would reconsider the agreement and have a clear indication that this is what their concerns were and that we could get an approval. I then met again with the senators on September 11th in Frederickstead. I was told at that time, within 2 weeks, that they would then get to me and outline exactly how they would proceed. But all these issues are tied together. The interior funding and the shortfall of $71 million, the passage of the fiscal 2014 budget, approval of the Fourth Amendment to the Hovensa Agreement. Each one of these items are tied together with respect to our future and the decision-making and the resources that we need.
Police is seeking the owner of a coin collection that was recently stolen. Melody Rames has the details.
Are you the owner of a coin collection that was recently stolen? If you are, this may be your lucky day. Forensic detectives on St. Croix have recently recovered a coin collection and associated paraphernalia and are looking for the rightful owner. Detectives are not releasing the details of the recovered property to the public. If the items belong to you, you should be able to accurately describe the items to police, detectives said. You can call the forensic detectives at 712-6036 and leave a detailed message. You can always call 911 or the main police building in Frederickstead at 778-2211. Just tell the operator that you're calling to speak to a forensic detective regarding recovered property.
Today, the Wang F. Louis Hospital and Medical Center joined into a partnership with the Virgin Islands National Guard. Let's take a look.
This partnership is a testament to the importance of our community. This is the first to many creative partnerships to establish that addresses our key challenges, staffing needs, and financial constraints while providing quality of care. This initiative supports our clinical staff in delivering quality care, which is paramount to our success as a hospital in this community. In 2011, the Virgin Islands National Guard and JFL began to discuss the possibility of developing a partnership that would allow their medical detachment unit the opportunity to provide clinical support to the hospital. This discussion proved fruitful, and a memorandum of understanding was formed. VING now assigns their clinical staff of 15 to the hospital during their once-month drill. The unit consists of emergency room technologists or technicians, RNs, inventory supply technicians, medical records, preventative specialists, and biomed technicians. This initiative has provided support to the emergency room, material management, and biomed areas. We have been faced with some financial challenges as we identified earlier. This is a truly welcoming solution to ensuring that we deliver the quality of care that's needed.
Our purpose for being here is to share a vision and relationship within the territory between Virgin Islands National Guard and various community partners. Today, that relationship continues between Wang F. Louis Hospital and Virgin Islands National Guard. For a brief history, medical units of the Virgin Islands National Guard have supported medical projects throughout the territory for a number of years. Most recently, in 2010, Virgin Islands National Guard Medical Detachment was awarded by VI Medical Institute for 20 years of community service in support of CareForce. We look forward to this new endeavor with the Wang F. Louis Hospital, as approximately 15 soldiers will be in 8 areas of the hospital. Not only will this provide an opportunity for community service, but it allows our soldier the opportunity to maintain and develop their competencies. As a unit commander, my mission is to conduct realistic and relevant training to meet operational medical readiness. In addition, this relationship enables responsive and reliable readiness in support of the force, military families, and all those entrusted to us and to our.
But I am here in support of the hospital with my soldiers, because as a community-based mission, we are really trained to do what the medics are supposed to do. Our medics are just as professional as any medical person you will meet. As a matter of fact, they proved themselves a couple of years ago about the training that we put them through when they saved one of our soldiers' lives on the range. And today, I want to say thank you to those medics who are here through your building. And I want to say thank you to the leadership for being as astute as possible to keep them trained. And for this partnership that we are actually putting together between the hospital and the National Guard, I'm very, very, very grateful for it. But as I don't know if you know, but I'll let you know, the National Guard has 10 competencies, and the medical support is one of them. And we have to try to give back something to the community, which we are doing now. And those 15 persons or soldiers that's within your hallways and your rooms and so forth, they are the best. And I'm use this time also to say, you want to become a medic, join the National Guard. Because it is a very great place to work and to learn things. But this collaboration between the Wang Louis Hospital and the medical detachment provides an opportunity for our soldiers to build relationships with the local medical services, community, and who they will work side by side in terms of emergency management. In addition, this initiative with the Wang Louis Hospital provides our guardsmen with insight into the operations of a civilian medical facility, which enhances the military experiences or competencies. Overall, I'm sure that the JFL staff will gain competencies and insights from a military perspective also. So, ingratiate them. Make sure that they learn from you and you learn from them.
Stay with us. We have more news after the break.
This is News Channel 8. This is News Channel 8.
The Women's Coalition of St. Croix, in conjunction with the Domestic Violence and Sexual Assault Council, took their 7th annual National Day of Remembrance for murder victims at the Sunny Isles Amphitheater.
Good afternoon, and welcome to our 6th annual National Day of Remembrance for murdered victims. We are so glad for those that are here. You know, the Women's Coalition spent a lot of time with domestic violence victims and victims of sexual assault. But 6 years ago, when I received an email from a group of mothers whose children were murdered, and they said they had started this National Day of Remembrance, I thought it was important for us to have the National Day of Remembrance here. This is the day to remind you of the loved ones you lost violently. Regardless of how they died, they're still your loved ones. This is a chance for you to heal, grieve, talk about, meet other families, ask questions, and know that as long as you have the Women's Coalition, we will keep the memories of your loved ones alive. And thank you so much for being here today.
I want to keep it very brief because I know we want to focus on the families and how they choose to commemorate their loved ones, so I won't keep it long. But I do want to mention that for the Domestic Violence and Sexual Assault Council, one of the things that we specialize in is providing awareness in our community. And we do so by presenting information on domestic violence, sexual assault, stalking, and a plethora of other topics in the schools, to professional organizations, and also to faith-based organizations as well. And I have to say that being here is a very bittersweet situation. It's bitter because no one wants to think about their loved ones dying, much less to the hands of violence. But the sweet part of it is that through awareness, we have the opportunity to promote peace, love, and justice. And so I just want to leave on that note that we will say yes to awareness and to creating peace by commemorating those who have lost their lives to violence. So thank you again for being here.
I get the calls at 2 o'clock in the morning. When I first became governor, we would answer the phone whenever it rang, and Cecile would answer it and say, "Good evening." Now when the phone rings at 2 o'clock, she doesn't even answer it, she just gives it to me. And I know more than likely if that call is coming at 2 o'clock in the morning, I'm either going to a police station or I'm going to the hospital. I don't care what the incident may be, whether it's from domestic violence to a car accident to a murder, I will go. If for no other reason, the loss of someone you love before it's time is a pain that just cannot be filled by anyone. But the comfort that we can give to people is probably the most important. The poem that's in here today in this booklet, Death is Nothing at All, is a poem that many times at funerals I will respond to, because as I look out and try to give solace to the family, the last verses of the poem basically say, death is nothing at all. I'm waiting for you just around the corner. Nothing has passed, nothing has changed. We will smile the way we used to smile. We will laugh the way we used to laugh. This evening, there's no doubt that the people that are here with us, you are the true believers. You either have lost someone you love, you are here to support someone, or you understand that what has happened in our community with over 460 people that have died from murder in the last 10 years is just ripping us apart. From the youngest at 13 to the oldest in their 50s, it continues to be a violence that we have, that somehow we have not been able to control. And it's not something that is unique to St. Croix, St. Thomas, St. John. It is a problem that our community and our society experience is each and every day. It is experienced because we have parents that ignore what takes place with their young people. It's experienced because we have adults that will not chastise or do the responsibility and tell young people, in many cases, they have to do differently. It's because we have women and men that don't respect each other enough and their independence to understand that choices are their choices. But we can change what we experience, and we can change exactly what we are going through if we accept the personal responsibility.
The crime prevention officers on St. Croix announced the start of the Police Athletic League after-school program in Christiansted.
Crime prevention officers on St. Croix announced the start of the Police Athletic League after-school program in Christiansted, where students can be tutored in reading and math, as well as receive homework assistance from education professionals. Registration begins on September 30th. The camp serves children in grades kindergarten through 8th grade. The cost of the program is $25 per child. Adjustments may be made for families with multiple children who wish to take part in the program. The children are supervised and mentored by members of the Virgin Islands Police Department. Teachers employed with the Virgin Islands Education Department administer the tutoring and homework assistance. For generations, the Virgin Islands Police Department PAL programs have provided safe and supportive after-school learning activities. The students are exposed to positive role models, and parents can be assured that the young students will remain focused on their studies and engaged in positive play activities. The PAL Center in Christiansted is located at 1014 Estate Richmond, next to the Veterans Affairs Office. For more information, call 773-6393 anytime, or 719-9067 after 3 p.m. beginning on September 30th. Information on the start of the Frederiksted PAL after-school activities will be announced at a later date.
Don't touch that remote. We got more news for you right after these messages.
This newscast has been sponsored by Mario's Virgin Crystal. Let us save you the hassle of lugging those jugs around. Purified bottled water conveniently delivered to your home or office. Also available in your favorite grocery store. Call 773-2810.
This is News Channel 8. This is News Channel 8.
And here's Mr. Bogle with all the weekend happenings in your entertainment report.
Thank you very much, Junior. Good evening to everyone. Welcome to this week's edition of the Entertainment Report. Starting off tonight, definitely it's all about karaoke. Down there at the Frontline nightclub, you want to go and check out karaoke at Frontline. Of course, Lacan is going to be there. And all the other guys, well-stocked bar, so please go and check it out. It's a good event. And then we're going to move on to Fridays back at Frontline. It's all about Fire Fridays. Of course, you know, it's always a good party, some nice, clean fun. You also get the opportunity to win a cash prize. And on the card for this Friday, it's going to be DJ Fuzzy. And of course, you're going to have the Trinity crew. They're going to be there. Trinity crew Global. They're going to be there spinning tunes for you. So you definitely want to check it out. And also Sunday, you can go back to Frontline for Social Sundays. You know, there's no fee to get in there on Sunday. And also you have some top-notch DJs playing your music. And then we're going to move and tell you what's going on. On the Saturday, you can go down to, of course, Prattnet's Beach Bar and Grill down in Cane Bay. It's all about, of course, we're going to have Tony Romano. So you want to go and check it out down there. And then on Sunday, back at Prattnet, it's all about the pig roast. And you're going to have a popular DJ and the Coolie Band. So you want to go and check out Prattnet each and every weekend. Trust me, it's a good event. And it's good for the family. You get something to drink, something to eat, and enjoy nature, the nice and lovely ocean of St. John. And then we're going to move on. We're going to tell you, of course, you can't forget October 19th at the Botanical Village. It's all about the 40th anniversary ball for the National Guard. And of course, they'll be honoring some of their soldiers. And the top-notch DJs are going to be there. You want to get your tickets from the members of the National Guard. Please go and support our soldiers. And then, of course, we're going to tell you about October 20 Scary 6 at the Malibu Fun Spot. It's all about Gaza Wheel. On the card, you're going to have DJ Pops, DJ Chubby, Super Trucks International, Syndicate Sounds, and you're going to also have Fire Emblem, Feisty Squad out of Orlando, Dog Art International, and of course, you get a cash prize for the best costume. It takes place at the Malibu Fun Spot, mark down the date. It's all about Halloween, so you want to go and check it out. And then I got to tell you about a big event not happening here in the Virgin Islands, but it's taking place in St. Kitts. It's all about the 4th annual Latin Fest to be held in St. Kitts. That's on the 27th of October. But there's a weekend of activities, but the big show is on the 27th. You're going to have a live performance by, of course, the likes of Mr. Joseph Fonseca and Alendi. Of course, you got to go and check it out. Go online, go on Facebook and search for the St. Kitts Latin Festival page, and you can get your price for your tickets very cheap. Also, this takes place at the St. Kitts Marriott, and there's a special run-in where you stay at the St. Kitts Marriott, and also you get your tickets to this event. Definitely want to check it out. Just check it out on Facebook. It's St. Kitts Latin Festival. All right, so please check it out and go down to St. Kitts and have a lot of fun. Much more details coming up about this and many more events coming to the area soon. Definitely, I want to thank you for joining me here on the Entertainment Report. Please, whatever you do it peacefully. And if you drink, just don't drive. Back to you, Junior.
Your weather forecast is up next.
Your weather coming up next. Your weather.
Here's a preview to your weekend weather.
Tonight, isolated showers after 8 p.m. Mostly clear with a low around 75. East-southeast wind around 11 miles per hour. Chance of precipitation is 10%. Friday, isolated showers, sunny with a high near 84. Southeast wind 10 to 13 miles per hour. Chance of precipitation is 10%. Friday night, isolated showers, partly cloudy with a low around 77. East wind 9 to 11 miles per hour. Chance of precipitation is 20%. Saturday, isolated showers, mostly sunny with a high near 86. East-southeast wind around 11 miles per hour. Chance of precipitation is 20%. Saturday night, scattered showers, mostly cloudy with a low around 78. East wind 11 to 16 miles per hour. Chance of precipitation is 40%. New precipitation amounts of less than 1/10 of an inch possible. Sunday, scattered showers, partly sunny with a high near 84. Southeast wind 11 to 18 miles per hour. Chance of precipitation is 40%. Sunday night, scattered showers, partly cloudy with a low around 77. East-southeast wind around 11 miles per hour. Chance of precipitation is 40%. And that's our Channel 8 news weather.
That's a look at your local news. I'm Junior Garcia. World News is up next. Good night, Virgin Islands.